Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy this Goldilocks Productions presentation of the Wings of Grace Insight Show with Reverends Debbie and Sandra.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Wings of Grace Insights. This is Reverend Deborah Dienstbier, and Sandra Sullivan is out traveling around in North Carolina today doing events. And so I'm lucky today to have Jimmy Mack joining me on the show and sharing all his magic, Mr. Healer that he is. And Jimmy, how are you today?
Hey, I'm doing great today, honey. Happy to talk to you live.
Thank you. It's so good that you could jump right in there and help out.
Oh, anytime.
But then you're always good at doing that.
Well, thank you.
And,
you are too. You are too. We appreciate you.
It takes one to know one, huh?
Right? That's a fact.
So how can people get hold of you, Jimmy?
The best thing is just go to the website. It's jimmymackhealing.com, JIMMYMACK healing.com, and you can sign up for our little newsletter there. It comes out once a week. It's all free. It's audios and videos and affirmations and things, and it's the best way to get in touch with us and at least know what's going on. The schedule's crazy, as you know, but it's all good, and it's all in there.
And also what's great is it helps to keep you on the right track when you sign up for his newsletters. And his MP3 that he makes are very helpful to people. And we have a caller on the line already from area code 847. 847, awesome. Hello. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name's Kathy. I'm calling from Illinois.
Hi, Kathy.
I just called in.
How can we help you today? Did you need healing or would you like a message? Or both?
Both.
Okay. It is the month for giving because, you know, love's in the air. Valentine's is coming.
Where do you want me to?
Let me see. I have Archangel Michael here with you, and he wants to talk about generosity and for you to seek within. And I feel there's new doors that are opening up for you. And for a lot of people right now, we're going through a lot of major changes. And I feel that you haven't understood all the knowledge. Everything hasn't been shown to you yet. And I feel like you have a lot of decisions to make. But I feel you're going to go on a little getaway. And when you come back, everything's going to fall into place for you. I feel you're in much need of fun. You're in much need of meditation. Not to rat you out that you're not consistent. Having a time within an hour that you meditate every day because your guides are wanting to help you. And there's a grandmother here in spirit, loves you with all her heart. And she said, nope, Kathy's going to do it her way. She's not going to take our advice. Because that's who she is. And she recognizes that. But she says you're going through an expansion where you're going to change your horizons and your perception of how you see things. And then the doors will really open up for you, Kathy. So how wonderful. Let go of what no longer serves you. Okay? And Spirit's going to guide you in the right direction. And that will also help with your healing. Jimmy Mack, you want to jump in?
Oh, sure. What's going on, Kathy? I recognize your voice and tonality, so you're out of the Chicago area, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what's going on with the job stuff and all that?
Uh-huh. Well, I did accept job number 2 that we talked about on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had an email with a phone interview for a job that will pay me the salary I'm looking for.
Wow. So that's door number 3.
Yeah. So I spoke with them today, and we'll have to see because the job I accepted wants me to start Monday.
Right, of course.
Congratulations.
Well, number 3 does tough strong, but I sure would bang down, the contract and the money and all that. Make sense?
Gosh. I know, because they called yesterday and told job number 1 that I was taking job number 2, and they were very nice about it.
Right, but you get out of your head on that. They just go to the next warm body. You know, you're trying to be too nice to these strangers. I mean, you got to jump. If you have to work all next week ironing out your contract on number 3, I'm okay with that too, and then I'd leave them with frickin' no notice. So you got to be more. You got to be more pirate, less worried about the corporate world. Good heavens.
Yeah, this other one's a 25% raise from what I accepted.
There you go.
And that is a game changer for me.
There you go. I want the game changer, right? Just saying.
Go with the game changer.
Go with the game changer every time. Yeah, there's no second guessing that one, honey. Okay.
And that's if you can handle spending the extra money.
Right. It finds a way, doesn't
you
it?
Want to take it.
Yeah. It finds a way, doesn't it?
It does seem to find that.
Yeah.
Well, I already got the first year's stuff earmarked. I got to do a roof, so.
Yeah, I hear you. Anything else come up, honey?
Left wrist.
What's going on with that?
It's when I open up my hand and twist, it's painful, and it's like I pulled something along the inside wrist, thumb down into the arm.
Yeah, I have no doubt of that. We'll do what we can. I do like some chiropractors with some activators for that. They have a little clicker, and they click all on it. 9 out of 10 times what people have is joint pain. That's the same as you. It's not bone, muscle, ligament, tendon, cartilage, fascia. It's all joint pain. And the other reverse thing to do reverse on carpal tunnel is to go up to any wall and have all of your fingers pointing down towards the floor, including your thumb, and kind of bounce off the wall very, very slowly. And that would straighten a lot of that out, too, I'm just saying. Okay. That makes sense?
Yes.
Excellent. We'll go from there. I'm just sending you the good stuff right now. And I would also do any kind of lotion you can. You don't even test hard for MSM. You test really good for Dr. Teal's Epsom salts lotion. That's at any Walmart. So I'd consider that.
Okay.
Go from there.
Terrific. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you calling.
Thank you. God bless you. Well, 803 is our next caller. 803, where are you calling from, and what is your name?
My name is Nina.
Hi, Nina. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Wonderful.
This is my first time I've called Jimmy Mack before, but this is the first time I've ever spoken with you. So,
wonderful.
I just thought,
welcome.
I thought you might could give me some insight into. My husband died a couple of years ago, and I don't know. I just worry a lot about him, and I've become a big hermit since he died. So I worry a lot about myself. So I thought I'd give you a call and see if you had any kind of message or insight for me.
I do. And there is a gentleman here with dark hair, kind of like a brown, not black, dark brown hair. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay. Because there's two gentlemen here. So I know they're both not your husband. And the one gentleman is saying, he's lighting the fire under you. He's saying, come on, baby, let me light your fire, is what he's saying. I know there's a song that's a little bit different than that.
Right.
But he says you keep talking and talking about what you're going to do, and he's saying quit talking about it and get doing it. The spring is opening wonderful new doorways for you. And he says the winter is so you'll let go of all these emotions from the past. He said we still have so much to live in life. And even though he's in the world of spirit, fully healed, he's still with you. I feel that the two of you have a very big spiritual connection from many lifetimes. And he's concerned about you. And there's going to be new doorways that are going to open up for you that is going to take you in the right direction. And I feel there's new friendships coming your way that are going to get you out of this slump and get you out of the hermitry so that you can move forward in your life. And I feel that that's very important, okay? And it's hard when we're given the love of our life and then God says, oh, I need to borrow them, you know. I know that isn't easy at all. But how lucky you are to have love in your life that you have. Some people have never had it in their life. So you've already been very blessed. And they're showing me parts to cars. It's not like it all goes to the same car. There's assorted parts to cars. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
There's another gentleman here, not your husband, and maybe later on it'll make sense to you. And he showed me all these parts, like he doesn't like to throw nothing away. He's keeping everything.
That was my dad.
Oh.
And
yeah, he's
really proud. He is so, so proud of you. And he wants you to open up, accept the gifts that are being offered to you. And he said, don't stop now, we're just getting started. And he knew he could always rely on you. You have a brother, or is it your dad has a brother?
No,
he's saying
brother.
You have what it takes. Your brother can accomplish everything that you can, and I'm not trying to put your brother down in any shape or form. But your dad says he doesn't want you to shortchange yourself. Okay? And he's sending an angel your way to give you courage and forgiveness. And I feel that your husband comes to you in the dream state to bring you messages and to warm your heart. So God bless you. These gentlemen love you very, very much.
And they both died. They both died quickly, and then I felt guilty about things I didn't say to them. So I worry. My husband.
Talk to them now. Talk to them now. They're all around you. They can hear everything you say. Whatever you wanted to say to them, say it. They will have your message.
Because I wanted to let them know how much I love them, and I don't think they knew that.
Well, they don't know that when you're sitting at home being a hermit, because then you're not living your very best life. You understand?
Okay. I do.
And there's wonderful days ahead of you, dear heart, and you have to keep living and going forward for the good of all. So God bless you so much. Do you need healing? Maybe Jimmy Mack needs to work on you.
Well, I have a problem with my eye. I have this thing called a retinal vein occlusion where I get like little mini strokes in my eyes, and I have to get eye injections. And
stand up. Stand up. Face due north.
Okay.
You know what to do. Yeah. So just own that right now, the name of it, and I get many eye, issues, and see if it pulls you forward, back, or in between.
It pulls me back.
Okay. And let's do, there's weakness in my eyes.
There's weakness in my eyes, yes.
And we're going to release that to a no, and I'm just fishing it all out for you now. And it'll pull you back when it releases.
Okay.
Good. There's only positive strength in these eyes.
Okay, that's good.
Excellent. Bound to help us, honey. And I tell everybody who has an eye issue, you want to do a liver cleanse. In Chinese medicine, the eyes are related to the liver. So you really could stand to do a liver cleanse. If you don't even want to do that, you can go online, go to Googly, and that's what my mother used to call it, Googly. And just Google in there, best diet for strengthening liver. And you'll see all kinds of stuff in there. And generally it's things like beets and, leafy vegetables and things like that would help you out a lot. So the more you can kind of move to that, higher probability you got of fixing all that. Make sense?
That makes sense. I'll give that a try.
I would.
Wonderful. I have one more question. I get all these little symbols a lot, and they're hearts. They're like broken hearts. And I think
you're standing there right now. Just own it. Just own it. I have a broken heart. See if you go forward, back, or in between. It's yes. So we're going to release it, resolve it, disentangle and uncollapse it. Have her learn all the lessons she needed to from it. Release her from the service to it. Pull her straight back when you're done.
Okay. I did do that.
Yep.
Good.
It's going to feel a whole lot better. That's going to help you out a lot, honey. And to Reverend Debbie's point, so that you know, I sometimes would feel all alone myself. I lost my brother. He was 28 and gorgeous, looked like Tom Cruise. I lost my father in 2015. I lost my mother about a month ago. And the story I love to tell people, and you need to listen to it, is I was taking my mother to the dentist about a year or two ago. And it was going to be such a struggle because she has, dementia and everything else, wants to about fight with you. And then you go into the dentist's office. I mean, who likes going to the dentist other than the dentist that's going to make money that day? And it was just horrible. So I'm driving there to pick my mother up, and I'm screaming at my father and my dad. I said, Kevin, this is your mother. Dad, this is your wife and the mother of your children. Y'all got to help me with Granny Ruth. Y'all got to pave the way and help me. And I'm screaming inside the car on the way to pick my mother up because I'm dreading it so bad, honey. And I got my mom. We went to the dentist's office. The place is packed. I opened the door. I just sunk down. I was like, oh, my God, the place is packed. There's not a place to sit down. The receptionist looks up, and she says, is that Granny Ruth? And I said, yeah. She says, bring her on back.
Oh.
So, you see my point? So you got to talk to them as if they're there and tell them you love them, you appreciate them, you miss them, and get out and about a little bit. I find if you just go walk around the mall a little bit, you can knock down all this depression stuff. It sounds crazy, but it's pretty simple because you're going to be smelling some Cinnabons and seeing all the sights and sounds, maybe trying some clothes, whether you buy them or not. Just kind of getting out and walking around a little bit kind of livens you up.
Yeah.
And I don't care if the strip mall, a movie theater, or a noisy restaurant would help you, any of that. Okay?
Okay. I will try that. No, I haven't been talking to them, so I'll try talking to them.
I would. It works. It's like Reverend Debbie says, that's the bulk of what she does, and she's telling you they hear you. They absolutely hear you. My brother's been hanging out with me for days, and I think it's just to comfort me because of the loss of our mother. And so when I ask, it's not my dad, it's not my mom, my brother's here right now. And he used to only show up when I was dealing with people with addictions because he was addicted to drugs and alcohol and OD'd and died. So you get what I'm saying? So you never know. Nobody can tell you they know it all. It's mystical, magical, cool, but I sure am hollering at them to help me. I'd be talking to your husband and your dad. Get this loneliness out of my heart. Show me and tell me how things can get better than this.
When my husband died, I was there, and I didn't even know he had died. I mean, I was talking to him, and it's hard to get that out of my head, It's so sudden. Even the people.
I understand that, but eventually you do. My brother was gorgeous. He looked like Tom Cruise, only taller. And for the last at least 2 weeks of his life, we were in an absolute knockdown, drag-out fight, arguing all the time, every day. I was so mad at him. And it took me about a year to forgive myself when he was gone. See my point?
I do.
It's all in divine right order.
It really is. So You can't look at it in terms of that. You got to look at it as you got some great angels up there, okay?
Yeah, and my dad, he was into all of this. And
well, he's the one showing up today talking to Reverend Debbie. What a shock, right?
Yeah.
Telling you to get moving.
Yeah.
So, well, God bless you, dear.
Thank you so
You're
much.
Welcome.
You're welcome. Bye for now, honey.
Okay. Our next caller. My old screen went blank. Area code 609. Hello, what is your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh, good morning. Hi, Reverend Debbie. Hi, Jimmy Mack. Happy, what's today? Thursday. It's Maureen. I'm calling. Okay, I'm calling from sunny San Diego.
All right.
I'm so happy to hear both of you, and I was wondering if there was a message from my grandmother for me today, please, and thank you.
Well, let's see. Well, there's a gentleman here, so that's not your grandmother. You didn't get a sex change. There's a gentleman here, uncle from your dad's side of the family. And he says, this is a time where you have to be strong. There's a lot of big changes in your life right now. And he says the best is right around the corner. And he says your mother, he's showing your mother juggling balls, trying to keep the balls in the air. Okay? And he said both people are trying to keep the balls in the air right now in their life, whether they're in the world of spirit or they're on earth. And he says you need to get out of your mind so that you can move forward. And there's a grandmother here from your mom's side of the family that's opening a new door for you. And you might feel like you're in the eye of a hurricane, but he says you're going to take responsibility and do what you need to do to your highest and best. And you're going to see as you step through that new door, there's going to be an increase, and an expansion around you for abundance. Abundance is going to come in many forms, not just money. And she's helping you from the world of spirit, and she wants you to listen to music so you'll let things roll off your shoulders so that the very best comes to you. And she's really proud of you. But she says, looking at her watch, she goes, time is ticking away. We don't have time to waste. Time is ticking away. And she's like wanting to push you through this door because she sees what's in store for you, and she's really excited about it. So don't stumble as she's pushing you through the door. That is funny.
Wow.
So God bless you.
Oh, thank you, Reverend Debbie. That was absolutely beautiful. And the changes have already happened, and there's so many doors opening up, and I express my gratitude every day for everything. And I am so excited, and I thank you for that beautiful message. And bless both of you, and thank you for your time. Thank you so much.
Certainly, thank you.
Thank you.
And our next caller is 77. We know where they live. 727. Hello, what is your name?
Joni.
Hi, Joni. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? On the way to Social Security.
Wonderful.
Listening to your show. Listening to your show.
How lovely. How lovely.
Quick question. Anything on the job front? Do you see anything that I should lean towards?
Is it a new job?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. There's balance coming your way. You have a lack of belief that it can all really turn around. And your dad is here, and he's saying, silly you. Silly you. He wants you to keep your positive outlook. He says, you've been through a lot of ups and downs, and you survived them. He said, you've already been through the worst, and what you're going through now is just a little pebble in the river. He says, your energy is scattered all over the place, and they're trying to help you from the world of spirit to get your energy back together. And I feel it's destiny. And he said there's a temporary separation from you, and he said, but they are still working in the world of spirit to help you. And he's saying, get out of your head, and then you're going to see the hidden blessings that are coming your way. He said, get out of your head or you're not going to find your way of where you want to be at all. Wow.
Okay.
And as you step into this new opportunity for a job, you're going to see harmony in your life, and you're to embrace the change so that you can get out of the old. How wonderful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have fun at Social Security.
Good times. Good times.
They'll keep you there forever. God bless you.
All right, hon. Have a great day. You too, Jimmy.
You too.
You too, honey. Thank you for calling. Yeah, it's like the DMV or the courthouse or any of it.
I know.
Oh, my gosh.
Crazy. Our next caller is area code 415. 415, hello. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi there. This is Kim in San Francisco.
Hi, Kim. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, hi. I just called in. How exciting.
Good timing.
I'm wondering if you have any messages from Spirit for me.
Sure. They're telling me what you've been going through the past couple of weeks and months is God's will, not your will. And I feel that you're very self-sufficient, and they said you're taking authority. There's a Leo around you trying to help you, and I don't feel like you need their help. I feel like you've got it. You can handle things on your own, and you're taking authority and doing what you need for your highest and best. You do need to get some rest. I feel your energy is depleted. Excuse me. I'm feeling it. And I feel when these things, when you can move beyond them, all this emotional flittering that you're doing, you're here, you're there, you're everywhere, I feel everything's going to fall into place, and they're showing legal contracts around you. And I feel double check, make sure everything is written on these papers before you sign them, because, you know, we're going into a Mercury retrograde that is lasting through to April. Hooray, hooray. Longer than usual. And sometimes things get left out of contracts, you know, when Mercury's retrograde, and it can be do and redo. So just double check and make sure everything is written in. And I feel that the angels are going to help you with that you don't have to miss it. And as you move forward, they're showing from darkness, everything goes to light. The light at the end of the tunnel is lit up bright for you. How nice. It's not in depletion where they had to turn the light off due to financial difficulties. You can see the light. So God bless you.
Wow, okay, yeah. I am having financial difficulties, so that's good news.
Did you need healing? I think Jimmy Mack could help you.
Oh, Jimmy's my favorite.
You're sweet. Thank you, honey. What's going on?
You know, I don't have anything specific. I'm finishing up a parasite cleanse. Like it's at the end of almost 2 months now. Mm-hmm. This is kind of the last week, so I guess I'd just love to see how that's testing for me.
Yeah, you still don't test free of parasites, and I'm a ridiculous big believer in all that. And folks that will have skin irritations and headaches, and they vacillate between diarrhea and constipation. They've been to 5 doctors and 3 MRIs, and they're on 7 meds. I just say, don't even tell me anymore. You got parasites. That's it. And so very prevalent if we have pets around at all. You go eat sushi, you're done. You go to the farmer's market, take a bite out of a tomato, you're done. You'll have parasites. So you do test as you're not rid of them yet. I don't test. The folks I like don't test strong for you. Liquid tests strong for you. The doctor, I'm asking which one. Syrup, no. Dr. Morse's, G or M. You test for Dr. Morse's M Remedy. So it's Morse's, M-O-R-S-E-S, M Remedy, Parasite Cleanse. And the G tastes like honey, and the M tastes like dirt. So congratulations, you're like me or Jimmy Mack, and you're doing the dirt one next. So I sure would do that, and I might, if it gets to be too much, you could do half a dropper twice a day, morning, afternoon, something like that, or do both in the evening. And and I know you'll have clams at low tide coming out of you, so it's just bizarre. And so you definitely need to do another one. I probably wouldn't even wait. I don't get that you should wait, or I would do them back to back as soon as you get this one in.
Okay, yeah, because I would be finishing. This is going to be the second round of 5 weeks. Is what I'm finishing.
It doesn't matter to me. We could probably be on parasite cleanses all the time. It's that bad. There's a cycle of 8 within the parasite growth, and now they're at weird spots all the time. So point is, you can just do that and just keep on keeping on with the next one, and we'll gladly check you next show, or maybe 1, 2, 3, about 4 weeks from now, it should do the trick. So you should be doing a lot better. And keep in mind, you mentioned the financial issues and finance and parasites energetically. It's all about people taking and pulling from you. Those parasites are living in us and eating off what we eat, and eating our nutrients. So I'm sure you might have had some parasitic people around you at one point or another. And so you definitely want to release all that when you can too, honey, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Appreciate you calling in and listening to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
You bet.
Welcome. For our next caller is from area code 201. 201, hello. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Isabel from New Jersey.
Hi, Isabel. Hello.
How are you? How are you, Jimmy?
Wonderful.
Oh, good, thanks. How are you, honey?
I'm well, thank you. If there's a message for me.
There is, for sure. I've been up all night long. There's so much healing energy that's raising to a higher frequency that I feel like I'm going to be living in my healing chamber.
Oh, wonderful.
And it's a good thing. It's a wonderful thing. The other day I had miracles in there with one of my students whose left arm is paralyzed. And Spirit had his arm shaken up in the air, and his hand was wide open before he left.
Oh,
so
my God,
there's more miracles to come. And you feel really drained, Isabel. And Spirit wants you not to be so critical. There's wonderful new beginnings for you and your family. And I see you busy, juggling 5 or 6 different things at once. I want you to know that God is helping you, that you're not in this alone. And there's a wall here that's blocking everything. But whenever Mercury goes retrograde, it's also a wonderful time for completion. And all this craziness going on, they're showing me victory in everything being fully accomplished. And it's like there's a wind is coming and blowing everything away like it never even existed. And so you're going to see victory in a situation for you and your family. And you're going to have no doubt in your mind that God's at work in your life as they open these doors for you and your family.
I feel that. And I feel the divine energy. I really, really do.
Oh, yeah. And you're going to be the number one angel, earth angel, teaching people about having faith, because you have such a strong belief system and you're so blessed, and you're going to help other people to find their way as well. So maybe that's so why all this had to happen. So God bless you. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Debbie. I really appreciate the message.
Certainly. Certainly. God bless you.
Thank you.
Sure. So, Jimmy Mack, how can people reach you?
The easiest way is just the website. It's jimmymackhealing.com. It's www.jimmymackhealing.com. And on that, they can sign up for our weekly newsletter. It's all free, affirmations and audio and video and all kinds of stuff, and our schedules like this show. And we put it out once a week. We don't sell your information, of course, and it's just kind of private between all of us. But the best way to get a hold of me is on the website and go from there. If folks want appointments or listen to some audios or ebooks, we have a course, radio shows, a little bit of everything.
Wonderful. Mm-hmm. And also on Facebook, I have a website, Wings of Grace Spiritual Center Church, and I have church on Fridays at 7 o'clock. I have Beth Harden, who will be at my church tomorrow at 7 o'clock, doing breath meditation, and it's a wonderful time to let go and step into your true self. And so I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. And my phone number is 727-433-3896 if anyone needs to call for a reading. And Sandra will be back next week. She's out. She had engagement set up to do teaching in North Carolina. So it's a wonderful time for everyone to be enlightened. I know a lot of people have been reclusing because of going through all these changes in the world, and I thought maybe I would share the astrology book with everyone today. For this week, it says, thoughts and communications get more emotional this week because on Monday, February 3rd, Mercury leaves Aquarius and moves into Pisces for the next 2 months. Pisces is a tough sell for Mercury because it's hard for the most logical of planets to lose its common sense to Pisces of emotions. The silver lining is that Pisces is a place where Mercury is gifted with great imagination and creativity at best. Mercury in Pisces inspires you to live your dream. At worst, it can encourage you to be very convincing liar because Mercury turns retrograde later this month, and communications will be under the influence of this emotional-based sign until April, which is much longer than its usual 3-week tour. And Venus makes an uncomfortable transfer on Friday, February 7th, when it passes into Aries, an aggressive sign in which the planet of love concentrates on its own needs instead of those of others. If you are someone who is a giver and need to be more of a taker, Venus and Aries will be giving you lessons for the next 4 weeks. The big bright Leo full moon early on Sunday, February 9th, is dramatically illuminated by the opposing Aquarian sun. Every full moon is the highest power point in the month because its fullness marks a time of completion in the lunar cycle. And this February Leo full moon is the best time this year to bring leadership issues, personal creative projects, or anything to do with children to a successful, positive conclusion. And I can't believe next week we're already going to be having Valentine's Day coming next Friday, the 14th. But, you know, Mercury's going to throw a major wrench into our plans by going retrograde for the first time this year on Sunday, February 16th. At least it's waiting for after Valentine's Day, right?
Right.
And whenever a planet goes retrograde, it appears to be going backwards and signals a time to review whatever the planet represents. Mercury goes retrograde 3 to 4 times a year, which is more than any other planet, because Mercury is closest to the sun, and its retrogrades are felt by everyone. A Mercury retrograde period lasts 3 weeks, brings problems in communications, things break down, anxiety, travel delays. But it's a great time to complete everything. And the Mercury retrograde's the great time to recover things that were lost as well, like a prayer to St. Anthony doesn't hurt either. But Mercury in Pisces during this retrograde, which makes it more problematic because logical thinking gets bogged down by foggy ideas and daydreams, because Pisces sees through the rose-colored lenses that makes everything look much better than it really is. And the 3 weeks of this Mercury retrograde are not a good time to assume that anyone is saying what they really mean. You have to let it go in one ear and out the other. And if you want to dodge the possibility of buyer's remorse this Valentine's Day, mix in a little caution with those flowers and chocolates and stash the ring until the retrograde is over on March 9th. And the other significant event this week happens on Sunday the 16th when Mars moves into Capricorn. And this passage gives a green light to starting a project and success, resets on focusing on the duties and responsibilities of jobs. And Mars does so well in Capricorn because Capricorn rules and regulations and provides just the right structure for the Mars engine to get to the finish line. So I think we're going to survive all this, Jimmy Mack.
Right. It sounds daunting, but we always do, right? We were running around crazy before we ever knew what retrograde was, right? But I'm like you, it's a great time to complete things. I wouldn't start writing my novel during retrograde, but you sure could finish it, and you sure could send it off to the publisher if you've been talking with them already, or you might wind up buying a car during retrograde or signing for a house or something. That's okay. You know what I mean? They're finalizing it as long as it all started before. I wouldn't start anything during it. So, yeah.
Exactly.
So it's very interesting. Exactly. It's very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we have another caller, area code 303. 303, hello. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Vibeke, and I'm in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, hi, Vibeke. Welcome to our show. And how can we help you today? Did you need a message or healing?
I'd actually love to have both. I have a friend, Jeff, that passed away suddenly, and I'd love to see if he's around because I talk to him all the time. And then I also have a health issue going on.
Well, I'm laughing because he says, who do you think you're talking to if I'm not around all the time? And he's laughing at me, just so you know. He says, people are going to think you're crazy if you're talking to yourself. He said, where else would I be? Aww. And he doesn't want you to worry about him. He said, it feels so wonderful to be perfect. And he said, even though I was perfect when I was there on Earth, and he's kind of laughing to make a joke of it, and he said, but there's enlightenment for you. And he said, that's the most important gift right now. He said, the two of you have a karmic agreement and attachment where you've been together in many lifetimes. And he said, this is a time for working and gaining and moving ahead in your own life. And he doesn't want you to be a wallflower, okay? There's somebody that's a Pisces that's pulling you in two different directions. I want to tell you this person isn't in a great space. They don't even hear what they're saying, and I just feel it's a friend not being a good friend, and they're being tricky and foxy. And I would just take a step back and let that person be on whatever page they're on and not take it to heart. Okay. You know, because everyone's going through their own healing, and God knows. God knows. And I feel you need to just focus on you right now, you know. And you're going to see a lot of healing miracles falling into place for you. So God bless you.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank
Jimmy
you. I really
Mack,
appreciate
you want
it.
to give her a little zap?
Sure. What's going on, honey?
So I have a traumatic brain injury from a car accident, and I live in Denver, and I recently slipped on the ice, and it jolted me. Yeah, it jolted me, and I have burning and tingling in my lips, tongue, and throat, and when I swallow, sometimes I choke.
Oh, stand up. Face due north.
Okay. Okay.
Going to pull you forward for yes, push you backwards for no. If you say my name is Vivica, it should pull you forward.
My name is Vivica. Yep.
Yep. If you say my name's Nemo the fish, it's going to pull you back.
Yep.
And then if you say I've had a traumatic brain injury and slipped on the ice, it's going to pull you forward.
I've had a traumatic brain injury. Yep.
And we're going to release that, resolve it, delete and erase it, disentangle it all out now. Have her learn all the lessons she needed to from it. Release her from the service to it. Pull her straight back when you're done. And you'll feel the wave, and it's going to pull you back and bring you back to neutral once that's done.
Woo. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that did it.
Yeah. That's going to help you a lot. That quick. It's good to go. Stay out of as much as you can, thinking of the little things, lips, this, whatever that, and just go big picture as much as you can.
Okay.
We have anomalies all the time. I'll have my top of my left foot might hurt me one day, my right elbow the next. It's like I ain't got time for all that. Just keep moving and stay super hydrated, and I think things will turn around for you. And be careful on the ice. Yeah, be so careful. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thanks for
it.
calling in. Appreciate you listening to the show. Yeah. Thank you.
Wow. Well, I don't know why time just flies when I'm with you.
That's you and me, babe. Feels like 10 minutes, right?
Know. Yeah.
I love it.
Well, if anyone is wishing to have a session with Reverend Debbie, you can call 727-433-3896 or go to Facebook to Wings of Grace Spiritual Center Church, and you can find me there or at Indian Rocks Beach at our center. And Jimmy Mack, how can they contact you?
Yeah, best way to get a hold of me is jimmymackhealing.com. And if you go there, you can sign up for our weekly newsletter. It's got all the information there you'll ever need. And we offer sessions, of course, in person, phone, and Skype around the world. And we have a little course folks can take, audio MP3s, books, all kinds of things, and even a monthly prayer service that we offer for folks. And I want to mention, too, Reverend Debbie's church is gorgeous, people. So if you're in the Tampa Bay area, you got to come see it. It's a beautiful little church, and it's lots of fun. She always gives great messages there from Spirit and healings, and it's just a good time. And I've known Beth Harden for forever, so that should be a great event Friday night, too. Yeah, and it's a really unusual breathing experience, almost a meditative experience, so very cool. Y'all ought to have had a lot of fun with that, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, time to let go, for sure.
Yep. Definitely. I appreciate you having me on the show. We always have fun and mix it up.
Thank you.
And, gosh, I'll do this.
Sponsor.
I'll do it anytime. I love it.
Thank you. Well, everyone have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Don't let Mercury retrograde push your buttons. It's only for a while, and we're going to survive it all. And just live your very best day and spread your light for all to see. So God bless all of you, and thank you for joining us this week.
Don't want the fun to end? Grab more refreshments, then head over to Goldilocks Productions' YouTube channel. With over 950 archive shows, the fun doesn't have to end.